As news has been breaking about the most recent assassination attempt, the message from Republicans and Trump have been clear. They are pushing that the Democrats are the ones behind this, and that it's the terrible rhetoric from the left that has caused this terrible incident to have happened. This messaging has caused Don Lemon to return to CNN to blast Trump and other Republicans for these claims. And he didn't just return to chat and have a good time, he brought receipts to tear into Trump. So we'll take a look at that in a second, but first, I want to show you this clip of JD Vance claiming that the Democrats are behind the assassination attempt. Because Don Lemon references this as he blasts Trump, so let's take a look at this first, and then we'll play that CNN Don Lemon clip.
I think I was without a question bothered by it more than he was, and I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, 100 miles away from where this went down. But I do think that we should take this opportunity to call for a reduction in the ridiculous and inflammatory political rhetoric coming from too many corners of our politics. Look, we can disagree with one another, we can debate one another, but we cannot tell the American people that one candidate is a fascist, and if he's elected, it is going to be the end of American democracy. We cannot, as a person affiliated with Kamala Harris has said, that we need to, quote, eliminate Donald J. Trump. A New York Democratic congressman has said that in the past. If you tell the American people that this person is the end of democracy, if you tell the American people that this person needs to be eliminated, most of them, thank God, are going to ignore you, but some crazy person is going to take matters into their own hands and actually listen to the crazy rhetoric that you're putting out there. And I know it's popular on a lot of corners of the left to say that we have a both sides problem. And I'm not going to say we're always perfect. I'm not going to say that conservatives always get things exactly right. But you know the big difference between conservatives and liberals is that no one has tried to kill Kamala Harris in the last couple of months, and two people now have tried to kill Donald Trump in the last couple of months. I'd say that's pretty strong evidence that the left needs to tone down the rhetoric and needs to cut this crap out. Somebody's going to get hurt by it, and it's going to destroy this country. Somebody is going to get hurt, and you think about what an incredible wound it would open up in the United States of America. All of us, and I promise I will do my part to tone down the rhetoric, but in particular, the people telling you that Donald Trump needs to be eliminated, you guys need to cut it out or you're going to get somebody hurt.
So as you could see, JD Vance was placing the blame fully on the Democrats here. He says that, oh, the right isn't perfect, but at least no one has tried to kill Kamala Harris. And that might be a valid claim if the two people who tried to kill Trump were Democrats. Oh, and whose party was it again that has stickers of Kamala Harris tied up in the back of their truck? So clearly, JD Vance is just trying to point fingers regardless of how true anything he says is. And Don Lemon clearly agrees with me here because he went on CNN to blast Trump and JD Vance for these claims. Take a look.
I agree. It's going to, I'm sure some people will be surprised by this, by at least the effort, I think it's right, to sort of lower the temperature. But for Donald Trump and his folks to say, and J.D. Vance, to say that it's Democrats who are causing this.
Right, you just heard J.D. Vance say that.
That's an issue. I wrote down some notes when I saw it. Do you mind if I read this?
Yeah, no, because you know what, actually, I want you to know, you were sitting just off,
I was just sitting
set when we played the J.D. Vance.
And I'll just get through some of it. So he's called everyone who works in this building the enemy of the people.
Yep.
Right? We had pipe bombs sent because he kept calling us the enemy of the people, and that CNN was fake news. Crooked Joe, Crooked Hillary, Crooked Kamala, Comrade Kamala, Deranged Jack Smith, Bird Brain Nikki Haley, Bloodbath if he's not elected. There won't be another election if he's not elected. Bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. Poisoning the blood of our country, destroying the blood of our country, which was something that was Hitler-esque. Communist, Marxist, fascist, left-leaning that live like vermin. Sons of bitches to NBA players. Shithole countries. Haiti was one, and now he's blaming Haitian immigrants for things. Blood coming out of her wherever, as he talked about Megyn Kelly. And so if Donald Trump wants Kamala Harris and others to stop saying that he is a threat to democracy, then he should stop threatening democracy. Perhaps he shouldn't be trying to overturn elections, overthrow the government, and inciting insurrections if he doesn't want people to be honest about what he is, who he is, and what he's doing.
So yeah, I think Don Lemon did a great job at explaining why what JD Vance and Donald Trump are saying is complete BS. The problem is, the people on the right are going to blindly follow Trump, so they're not going to see any of the hypocrisy here. And as they get more energized after this second assassination attempt, it is more important than ever that we get out and vote, because despite JD Vance claiming it as dangerous rhetoric, it is true that a second Trump term would be disastrous for this country and our democracy.